Welcome to Pomodoro Joe for January 2nd, 2023. Let's see what we're doing today. Looks like today we have LeetCode problem 520, detect capital. It's an easy problem, and the problem statement says, we define the usage of capital letters in a word to be right when one of the following cases holds. And then we have three cases. All letters in this word are capital, like USA. All letters in this word are not capital, like LeetCode, or only the first letter in the word is capital, like Google. So then given a string, word, return true if the usage of capitals is right. Okay. And then we have some examples, USA, flag, and we have some constraints. 1 is less than or equal to word length, less than or equal to 100, and the word consists of lowercase and uppercase English letters. So I'll solve this in two different ways. First way will be the straightforward way. Second way will be sort of the tricky Pythonic way. Okay, let's set our Pomodoro timer for 25 minutes and get started. So the first thing we'll note is if this word is only one character long, then we can just return true. So if the length of the word is equal to 1, we'll return true. I often will just say if it's less than 2, just to cover all the cases. It really can be only one case, which is 1, but this should work just fine. All right, now the next thing we want to do, so let's just look at each of these cases. So we have all the letters are capital, none of the letters are capital, or the first letter is capital, and it doesn't matter what the rest of the characters are. So we'll just look at like first letter. And we'll look at the case, and Python has a helpful function called isUpper. So we can say word at 0 is upper. So that tells us whether or not the first letter is an uppercase. Then we'll take a look at the second letter. Second letter case is equal word at 1 is upper. I put too many, there we go. Okay, so we have our first two characters. One thing we can do right away is say, if the second character is an uppercase, but the first character isn't, well, that's a problem, so we should go ahead and exit. So if second letter case, so I should probably call that second letter is upper, but that's all right. So if the second letter is an uppercase, and the first letter is not an uppercase, so not first letter case, well, then we just return false. Okay, so that takes care of our first two characters. Either they're both uppercase, or just the first letter's uppercase, or they're both lowercase. This just takes care of the one case where the second letter is uppercase, but the first letter isn't. Well, then we have to return false. After that, basically we just need to check if all the other letters in our word match whatever the second letter's case is. So either the second letter's uppercase, then everything else has to be uppercase, or the second letter's lowercase and everything else has to be lowercase. So for I in range, we can go from 2 to the length of our word. And if our word at I is upper does not match our second letter's case, then we return false. Otherwise, we made it to the end and we can return true. I think that works, barring any typos. Let's see if that'll work. And that works. All right, we'll go ahead and submit this one. And then I will show you another way to do this in a lot less typing. All right, so that works. Not great performance though. It only beats 27% of the other runtimes, and it beats about 56% of other solutions in terms of memory. So it's not the best solution, but it works. Let's go back. Okay, what can we do to make this better? Well, I'll show you the Python trick that you can do. So Python actually, in addition to having is upper, it also has is lower. It also has something called is title. So let's just get rid of all of that. And so we can just return if the word, the whole word, is upper. That means every character is upper. Or the whole word is lower. That means every character is lower. So that actually covers both our two first cases. Okay. Or, and this is where Python comes in handy, you can say word is title. And that's going to tell us whether or not this is title cased. And title cased is first letters capitalized and the rest of the letters are not capitalized. And that's it. So that covers our three cases. That works. We'll go ahead and submit that. All right, so it works. It's slow, but it works. It only beats 15% of the other solutions in terms of runtime, and it beats 56% in terms of memory. That surprises me because we're not allocating any new memory here. So all that memory that's being used is being used up by this is upper, is lower, or is title. Not much we can do about that. So there you have it. Those are two ways to solve this problem, the sort of straightforward way and then the Pythonic way. I think that's all I got for today. That's a pretty easy one, pretty fun one. Looks like it only took us maybe 5 or 6 minutes. So you can go and practice this one. I totally recommend practicing all these problems. Jump in, try it out on your own. If you get stuck, you can come back to the video, watch it again, go back and try this. This one, pretty easy, so I don't think you'll get stuck. So yeah, give this a shot on your own. LeetCode problem 520. All right, folks, that's it for today. Hope you can go out and code something great today.